Imagine waking up with memories of a life you've never lived and a longing for a world beyond your reach. In the year 2084, Douglas Quaid is haunted by visions of Mars, a planet he's never visited. Or has he? As he seeks answers, he's thrust into a labyrinth of mysterious realities, where every step forward leads to more questions. What is real, and what is a mere figment of his imagination? Dive into the enigma of total recall, and join Quaid on a quest that defies the boundaries of space, memory, and identity. Let's dive into the red sands of Mars and find its secrets that could alter the course of humanity forever. In the distant future of 2084, our tale unfolds amidst the crimson hills of Mars, where Douglas, accompanied by his athletic, mysterious woman, traverses the rugged terrain. Suddenly, a misstep sends Douglas tumbling, shattering his oxygen mask and plunging him into a desperate struggle for breath. Just as panic sets in, the mysterious woman rushes to his side, but in the blink of an eye, reality shifts. Awakening to the familiar surroundings of his earthbound existence, Douglas grapples with the recurring dream that haunts his nights. Each time, he finds himself on the Red Planet, alongside a mysterious woman who isn't his wife, yet bears a striking resemblance to her. Puzzled by the persistence of this powerful vision, Douglas toils away on a construction site, his thoughts tethered to the mysteries of Mars. As he commutes to work, snippets of news from Martian broadcasts trickle through, detailing the unrest brewing among the laborers toiling on the distant planet's surface. At the helm of this Martian enterprise is Governor Cohagen, a figure both feared and despised by the workers under his command. Rumors swirl about unearthly entities lingering beneath the Martian soil, but Cohagen dismisses such claims, citing the lucrative discoveries driving the relentless excavation efforts. Caught in the crosscurrents of ambition and oppression, Douglas finds himself unwittingly entangled in a saga far beyond his construction site routine. As the train hurtles towards his mundane reality, the arrows of Martian rebellion reverberate in his mind, hinting at a destiny yet to untold. Upon glimpsing an advertisement for a company named Recall during his evening TV viewing, Douglas's curiosity ignites. Recall's claim to fame lies in its ability to implant vivid memories into one's mind, offering an illusion so convincing that it feels like real life. Entranced by the idea, Douglas envisions a solution to his unfulfilled yearning for Mars, a destination perpetually denied by his resistant wife, Lori. Determined to experience the allure of Mars in some form, Douglas ventures to Recall's headquarters, his heart set on reliving the adventures he so deeply craves. There, amidst the hum of machinery and whirring technology, he divulges his desire to assume the role of a secret agent operative, tasked with rescuing a damsel in distress, an image mirrored by the recurring face of his dream companion. Yet, just as Douglas is poised to immerse himself in this fabricated reality, chaos erupts. A surge of aggression overtakes him, propelling him into a frenzy that leaves medical staff scrambling to subdue him. Amidst the mayhem, startling revelations emerge. Douglas had already been subjected to Recall's manipulations, his mind tampered with by none other than the Machiavellian governor of Mars, Cohagen. Stripped of his illusory Martian memories, Douglas is hastily dispatched homeward, his mind reeling from the dizzying whirl of deception. But his journey is far from over. En route, he faces a chilling assault by a supposed work colleague, Ally, casting doubt upon the very fabric of his reality. Determined to unravel the truth, Douglas confronts Lori, only to be met with denial and deceit. As the threads of deceit unravel, a sinister game of cat and mouse ensues, with Douglas caught in the crosshairs of relentless pursuit. Seeking refuge in fragmented memories and fleeting glimpses of familiarity, he stumbles upon the Ritz Hotel, a beacon of hope amidst the murky depths of uncertainty. With each step, he inches closer to uncovering the elusive truth that threatens to shatter his fragile existence. Venturing into the familiar confines of a room within the Ritz Hotel, Douglas finds himself enveloped in a fog of forgotten memories. His disorientation is interrupted by the piercing chime of a video call, summoning him into a world of intrigue and danger. On the screen, a shadowy figure reveals a startling truth. Douglas, once known as Carl, was entangled in the scheme of Mars' governor, a man hell-bent on capturing him at any cost. To evade detection, Douglas must rid himself of an internal tracking device buried deep within his mind. As the call ends, Douglas's gaze is drawn to the figure below, holding a bag laden with cryptic contents. Recognizing his former colleague from Mars, Douglas descends to retrieve the bag, only to be ambushed by the governor's relentless agents. In a daring escape, Douglas flees to the refuge of an old factory, where he unearths a trove of secrets concealed within the bag, bundles of currency, futuristic James Bond gadgets, and a videotape bearing his own image. With mounting clarity, Douglas, or rather Carl, realizes his true identity and the gravity of the situation on Mars. Setting his resolve, Carl surgically removes the tracking device from his consciousness and resolves to confront the injustices plaguing the Red Planet. Armed with a ticket to Mars and a newfound sense of purpose, he embarks on a transformative journey. Meanwhile, the governor's top agent Richter is hot on Carl's trail. He arrives with backup at the scene of discovery, only to find the elusive fugitive's departure for Mars. Determined to prevent Carl's mission, the agent hastily follows suit, arriving on Martian soil just in time to witness Carl's slip through his fingers. Undeterred, Carl navigates the bustling Martian airport, slipping away unnoticed and making his way to the fortified colony, a safe and developed place in the middle of the harsh Martian environment. Guided by a cryptic note awaiting him at a local hotel, Carl's destiny unfolds as he is beckoned to meet a mysterious figure named Malina, propelling him further into the heart of Martian intrigue. Following the taxi driver's guidance, Carl arrives at Malina's sanctuary, only to be confronted by a grim reality: scores of ailing individuals, their features contorted into grotesque semblances of alien beings. The taxi driver tells the dire situation of the people and the planet, explaining how the fragile dome surrounding the settlement has succumbed to the harsh Martian environment, transforming its inhabitants into tragic anomalies. Upon meeting Malina, Carl is struck by an inexplicable sense of familiarity, for she is the very embodiment of the enigmatic figure that haunted his dreams. However, instead of a warm reunion, Carl is met with Malina's anger, accusing him of abandonment. Desperate to prove his sincerity, Carl recounts his epic journey from Earth, but Malina remains unconvinced, brandishing a weapon in suspicion of his allegiance to the Governor Cohagen. In a bid to escape the escalating tension, Carl seeks solace in the counsel of a doctor, only to discover a disconcerting truth: he remains trapped in the realm of recall, his consciousness adrift between two worlds. The arrival of Laurie, his wife on Earth, further blurs the lines between reality and illusion, leaving Carl teetering on the precipice of identity. Driven by a desperate quest for truth, Carl confronts the Doctor, wielding his existential uncertainty as a weapon. Before the truth can be unearthed, Laurie orchestrates a violent intervention, plunging Carl into unconsciousness and propelling him into the clutches of the Governor. Yet, salvation arrives in the form of Malina's valiant intervention, shattering the Governor's illusions. After a heavy-handed fight between Laurie and Malina, Laurie gains the upper hand on Malina, but Carl has a gun. Laurie pleads he wouldn't shoot his own wife as they are married, while trying to get the upper hand to kill Carl. With a sense of uncertainty, Carl shoots Laurie and retorts, "Consider this the divorce." Now thrust into the heart of the rebellion, Carl grapples with the weight of his newfound purpose as the Governor's tyranny threatens to extinguish all hope. With the stakes raised to a fever pitch, the Governor's ultimatum echoes through the besieged settlement, forcing Carl and Malina into a perilous gambit for survival. As the oxygen dwindles and the fate of the rebels hangs in the balance, Carl must navigate the treacherous currents of deceit and betrayal to secure their salvation or face the dire consequences of inaction. Now in the presence of George, the esteemed leader of the resistance, Carl is thrust into a world of intrigue and danger, tasked with unraveling the mystery shrouding the Forbidden Pyramid, the very secret for which the Governor seeks his demise. Despite Carl's protestations of memory loss, it becomes clear that he holds a key coveted by the Governor, a revelation that ignites the flames of rebellion. Determined to find the truth hidden within the pyramid's ancient walls, George resolves to introduce Carl to the enigmatic figure known as Kuato, a revered mutant rumored to possess unparalleled insight. As they enter a secluded chamber, George bares his chest, revealing a startling sight: a humanoid form nestled within his abdomen, the result of mutation induced by Mars' harsh environment. This symbiotic entity, Kuato, harbors the extraordinary ability to delve into the recesses of the mind, extracting truths long forgotten. Though Carl's conscious memories may have been erased, the echoes of truth linger within his subconscious, a revelation Kuato is poised to unearth. With a mere touch, Kuato delves into Carl's mind, unveiling the ancient secret concealed within the heart of the pyramid: an extraterrestrial reactor dating back 500,000 years, a relic of a bygone era. The gravity of this discovery ripples through the resistance camp, amplifying the urgency of their cause. But before they can act, the Governor's forces descend upon them, plunging the chamber into chaos. In the ensuing turmoil, alliances are tested and loyalties strained, as the battle for Mars' future hurtles towards its climactic showdown. With the fate of humanity hanging in the balance, Carl must harness the truths buried within his subconscious to confront the looming threat and seize control of destiny's reins. Despite Carl's valiant effort to heed Kuoto's dying wish, he finds himself incapacitated, ensnared within the tendrils of his own consciousness. With his final breath, Kuoto imparts a solemn charge upon Carl to venture into the heart of the pyramid and activate the ancient reactor, a task of paramount importance for the survival of Mars. However, before Carl can even grasp the weight of this newfound responsibility, he is apprehended by the governor's forces and whisked away to face his fate. In a chilling confrontation, the governor, triumphant with Kuoto's demise, reveals the intricate web of manipulation woven around Carl's existence. Carl learns the shocking truth: his unwitting complicity in the governor's schemes, his role as a pawn in a game of deceit and treachery. Betrayal hangs heavy in the air as Carl realizes the depth of his manipulation, his bond with Melina tarnished by the shadow of deception. Yet, amidst the governor's pride, a crucial detail remains veiled: the true power of Kuoto, the ability to glean the secrets buried within Carl's subconscious. Within the recesses of Carl's mind lies the key to Mars' salvation, a revelation that threatens to ruin the governor's carefully laid plans. Deep beneath the Martian surface, a silent revolution stirs, as the ancient reactor lies dormant within the confines of the pyramid. Its activation promises a seismic shift in Mars' climate, a return to the verdant splendor of an ancient era, a prospect that fills Carl's heart with hope amidst the chaos and uncertainty. As the final act of this tumultuous saga unfolds, Carl must summon every ounce of courage and resilience to defy the governor's army and unleash the lifeblood of the planet from the reactor. For within its pulsating core lies the promise of a brighter future, a beacon of hope amid the shadows of deception and betrayal. As the stakes escalate, the governor's grip on Mars hangs in precarious balance, threatened by the imminent activation of the ancient reactor. Desperate to maintain his stranglehold on power, he schemes to stop Carl and Melina's efforts at any cost, vowing to obliterate the reactor rather than relinquish control. In a brazen display of authority, the governor orders the erasure of Carl and Melina's memories, intent on reshaping their allegiance to serve his own nefarious ends. Yet, as the procedure commences, Carl's newfound resolve erupts into a whirlwind of violence, shattering the shackles of manipulation and freeing himself and Melina from the governor's grasp. With unwavering determination, Carl steels himself for the final confrontation, racing against time to reach the fateful pyramid housing the reactor. But the governor lies in wait, armed with a deadly bomb and a chilling ultimatum. In a tense standoff, the governor attempts to sway Carl with dire warnings of planetary devastation should the reactor be activated. But Carl, resolute in his mission, seizes control of the situation, deftly disarming the bomb and triggering a cataclysmic explosion. As the dust settles and the arrows of the blast fade into silence, the fate of Mars hangs in fragile balance. But amidst the chaos and destruction, a glimmer of hope emerges, a chance for rebirth and renewal, as the dormant reactor holds the promise of a new era for the Red Planet. With the governor's tyranny vanquished and the shackles of oppression shattered, Carl and Melina stand as beacons of resilience and defiance, their actions paving the way for a future where freedom and justice reign supreme. In the crucible of adversity, they have emerged victorious, their courage and determination serving as a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity. As chaos unfolds and the governor and his cohorts meet their demise in the unprotected environment, Carl finds himself on the brink of collapse. Yet, in a final act of defiance, he activates the long-dormant reactor before succumbing to the same fate as the governor's men. As Carl and Melina teeter on the edge of oblivion, a miraculous transformation begins. The reactor springs to life, triggering a cascade of events that heralds a new dawn for Mars. Glaciers melt, oxygen replenishes, and the barren landscape flourishes with newfound vitality. In a moment of disbelief turned to awe, Carl and Melina witness the miraculous metamorphosis of their surroundings. The realization dawns upon them: Mars is no longer a desolate wasteland, but a thriving habitat, ripe for exploration and habitation. As the weight of uncertainty lifts, Carl's heart swells with joy and gratitude. But amidst his elation, a lingering doubt niggles at the edges of his consciousness. Was it all just a dream? Was it all just total recall? Before Carl can ponder further, Melina appears before him, a beacon of reassurance and love. In her embrace, he finds solace, knowing that whatever trials may come, they face them together, united in purpose and devotion. As we leave the twisting corridors of Carl's mind and the dust settles on the Martian plains, we are left to ponder: what is the fabric of our reality? Is it woven by our dreams, or are we merely players in a grander illusion? Share your thoughts in the comments below and join the conversation. If you've enjoyed this journey through the solar system, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more weekly moonlight recaps. Thanks for watching.